Hello, this is Danny. So far, I've released two videos. One is an introduction, and then I had video number one. This will be video number two. It'll be in several small videos, which won't necessarily be in any certain order, but the whole thing will come together in the end to the present. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, right now I wanted to just talk in general about my love for sports. So since a very young child, I liked sports. I liked to watch it. Then I liked to play it. So I started at a young age playing baseball. Back then, in basketball, you didn't start till like junior high. So I started playing basketball in junior high school, and I played in high school. So other sports, I played baseball, which was my best sport. And then I ran cross country and track briefly. So when I was a freshman, cross country was the first year that it was a sport in Ohio high school. So it's been a ways. That's like 1964, something like that. Um, so um, in Cincinnati, they had what they call knothole baseball. It's something like Little League. So it was back then it was the top you could play, and our local teams, we were okay. We weren't anything great, but I did love to play. So I played like baseball on through high school, and I did become the MVP my senior year. I was very happy about that. So other sports I like. Well, actually, my favorite all-time sport was slow pitch softball. I played slow pitch softball probably starting somewhere around 16, 17, and I probably played my last organized slow pitch game when I was about 65, 66 years old. So I played for a long time. So I like to pitch. And other sports I liked a lot. I used to like to bowl, and I used to like to play golf. So after I got married and I had two children, a lot of my priorities was around my children. I had a son and a daughter, and I signed them up for everything I could. My daughter started out in gymnastics, went on into soccer, softball, soccer. Soccer was her probably, well, soccer and running, distance running was probably her strongest sports. My son was pretty good in baseball and soccer. Soccer he was okay, and basketball he was pretty good. So I also officiated sports. I coached my kids when they were younger, and for example, I refereed basketball for 30 years. I was licensed in the state of Kentucky and Ohio. I would do JV games, high school games, Pee Wee games, and for several years I would do maybe 100 or more basketball games in a season. So during the weekends, I was in the gym every weekend. So, and that's how I made my extra money. So I also I joined a small group of people to start soccer in Batavia, which is in Claremont County, Ohio. We started a soccer league. We called it the Claremont Central Soccer, and I was the one that picked the name. I don't know if it's still called that or not, but there was a few of us that got started, and it grew with it throughout the county. Certain parts of the county they were playing soccer, but much of the county they weren't back then. So this was probably about early 1980s or mid 1980s. So that was a pretty big job. So it wasn't a whole lot of fun at times. I was also in charge of the referees and trying to train referees. So you can imagine a new league. We didn't have many, very few that were really experienced in officiating. So that that added a whole new amount of excitement to it. I would get many phone calls from coaches and miscellaneous people, but you know, you have to start somewhere, and unfortunately, your officiating is probably behind some of the players. So I loved, as the summer, I'd say like mid-July or end of July, as the baseball and some of the other sports kind of wound down a little bit. Then I got a little more serious about my, excuse me, about my my slow pitch softball. I like to pitch and I like to play tournaments. So after my kids' seasons wound down, I would start playing a lot more tournaments, and I love to play. So I would play softball usually about 2-3 times a week, and then I'd play a lot of times on the weekends in a tournament. so as before I came or left America, my officiating career had ended probably around age 60, or late 50s, early 60, and I was still playing slow pitch softball, but that was about it. But so that's about it for this. If you have any questions, ask me a question. But I love sports a lot. I still love it. And I watch the highlights on YouTube TV here in Vietnam. So when I show my videos, the videos are actually, I took video either riding on my scooter or walking or other things. So rather than point the camera at my head like some people do and have their face and everything, I like to have some interesting video of Vietnamese countryside. So that's about it for now. I'll follow up with other videos, but this is sorry, I got a peanut or something in my throat. But I'm going to end this now, and thanks for viewing, and please like or comment or subscribe, please. Thanks. Bye.